Hello everybody, how goes it? This is RabidSmore, and welcome back to another episode of my Let's Play Survival series. Look out below! Switch camera around here. So guys, how's it going? I'm doing good. There are a couple things that I wanted to get started and finished today around our mountain base here. And the first thing is I want to get our sheep moved over to our base. And I don't just want them to be in a farm. I have an idea for what I want to do. I want to have them up in a room somewhere near our top of our base, and I want to have like a waterfall coming out and going down. So not only will we get a cool waterfall look, but I want to have our sheep like constantly going up and then over the waterfall as well. Which sounds kind of weird, but I think it's going to be cool. And I want to do it so that while they're falling I can shear them, which is kind of like a game as well, to be able to try to catch them as they're falling by. And I think it's just kind of a goofy thing that'll be a cool addition to our base here. So yeah, I want to get the sheep moved over into a sheep waterfall. And I guess if you dye them the right way, it would look kind of cool too, almost like a rainbow of sheep are falling off the edge. Oh my god, the doors. Let me turn down the sounds on the doors real quick. I think that should do it. Yeah, there we go. So another one of the things I wanted to get started and finished is a mine area in our base. Kind of like a traditional mine with actual mine carts going up and down so that you could send your resources up and down and ride it up and down. And it would have like storage mine carts going down, up and down, to send your resources up and down as you collect them, which I think would be pretty cool. And most of the time that I do mining in Minecraft, I usually try to do like caving, trying to find natural generated caves, since they're, I don't know, a little more fun than digging out rock, and you generally find some pretty good resources that way. But I do want to have a mineshaft style mine in our base, just to have the appearance of it, and in case I do need to do some mining and I've already checked out all the caves in the area, I can just go down and do some quick strip mining down there. So aside from our sheep waterfall and the mine shaft, if I have time after that, I want to start a villager wheat farm, which I just did a tutorial video on yesterday. If you haven't already, check it out. And what it does is it automatically replants the wheat whenever you flush out the wheat. So it's like a one-click farm where water will collect the wheat for you, and then a villager will replant the seeds for you. It's really cool. Definitely check it out if you haven't. And again, if I have time today, that is what I want to get started on. Let's see let's get our rabbits brought up here. Man, those doors. It's too much. Too much stuff. So yeah, guys, those are the things that we're going to be doing today. So let's get started on it. Alright guys, so I got our sheep waterfall set up here. I think it turned out pretty cool. Looks pretty nice coming out of the side of the mountain. And I haven't tested it out yet, so this will actually be the first test. And let me go grab some shears real quick, so we can also try shearing them while I go by. The only thing that I'm concerned about so far with this is that sheep, when they're going up water, or when they're climbing water, let's see, where's our shears? I guess we don't have any in here? Alright, let's get some more made then. By the way, I did restock quite a bit of this in another mining expedition, so we're doing okay on that again after we had nearly run out. Okay, we got our shears, so I am concerned about the sheep. When they swim up water, they can only go up one water block and then they sit in the air block. So say that you had something like this, and the two cobblestone are water. So like normally a zombie or a player could swim between these because they're 2 blocks tall, but since sheep I guess are 1 block tall, they'll swim up the water block and then get stuck in this air block. So I had to kind of like spiderweb them, the water blocks, kind of like this, so that the sheep would go up and then hopefully move over and go up the whole way. So that is my only concern. Hopefully they don't get jammed up in the system or start to suffocate or drown in the water in that. So, let's get this switched up. And for this, I just set up a lever here going behind here. Well, I already covered all of this up, but this goes back to some redstone torches, and the torches just go one above each other all the way up to the top here, and I'll show the redstone up top later once we go up top there. So let's get this switched on and see how it works. So this should turn on the water and lower our gate to let our sheep come through, hopefully. Ah, yep, there they come. Awesome. Oop, got one. Oh yeah, this is definitely more difficult than I thought as far as shearing them went. Although I could shear them in here, but that's a little too easy. Whoa, there goes another one. Alright, so far it seems pretty good. All of them, I think almost all of them got out of there. There might be maybe one jammed in there still. As you saw, I sheared them when they went by, and I think we got a little bit of the wool and some went down. But I do have 3 hoppers down here. It's kind of hard to see from here, but I have 3 hoppers going across here, just in case I miss any of the wool. And that will come down to a chest here. So yeah, there we go. 3 of the wool went down, it got captured. Just so that we don't worry about losing the wool. And since I left this on, they'll actually, if this works out correctly, they will go back underneath here, they'll swim up, and then they'll come out again over the top of the waterfall. So I'm going to do that myself so that we can take a look at how this works. And again, I have these 3 hoppers here going out to our chest so that we can collect the wool. And so yeah, they come down the waterfall, they land down here above this dirt block. Oh, there we go. Looks like some more dropped down again, so that is working awesome. Hopefully not too many of them drowned or got stuck. And they'll fall down beneath this little area, and this will push them underneath through a series of water here. And then, so I can swim up this just fine. Sorry if this is a little hard to see in here. Yeah, you can see a couple sheep are kind of stuck down there. So they go up a water elevator like that, and then they get pushed into a room right here, and this room has a bunch of grass in it, although I can't leave this water running for too long or else the grass will go away. Oh, and it looks like a couple did, maybe just one suffocated there. And they get pushed up in here, and when the water is open, so this is controlled by my lever downstairs, or down in the grass, it opens up the water channels here, and it opens up this gate. So when I turn it off, the water stops up here and the gate stops. And then they can sit in the grass here and eat the grass to get their wool back. And since we have signs on these and the water can't go on these grass blocks will always be here. So they'll always be here to help the grass spread around the room. So we don't have to worry about that if we ever left it on by accident. We wouldn't have to worry about all of our grass getting lost up here, since I did have to bring the grass down from the top of the mountain here. Let it spread naturally. That takes quite a while. Oh, looks like they are suffocating. Dang. So that's going to be an issue, but I guess not too big of one if we keep breeding them enough. So yeah, pretty awesome. It worked out pretty good for our first test. It looks like they're going over the edges, and there's no chance of them hitting these edges. And I don't think they can escape here like I just did, since they mostly fall right here. So yeah, now if I close it and go back around, so we'll have to swim through the system here again. I'm sorry for it being dark in this little area here, but you can't place torches where there's water. Alright, so now we're back up top. You can see when we turned it off, our gates came up to keep them trapped in, and our water stopped here. And you can see the torches going around back here. I would dig this open, but I don't want the sheep to start escaping. But it basically goes from our redstone tower, the redstone torches coming all the way up, comes over, and then each of these just has a repeater behind them to power them, and each of these has a repeater down here to power them. It's pretty simple stuff. So yeah, pretty awesome. This lets us do our sheep farm and our wool farm. Get it into our mountain base, which is pretty awesome. Let's see, can I get out of here? Probably not. So, anyways guys, think it turned out really cool, so let's see if we can get another project started here. And I'll probably come back later on here to try to fix this up, make it so that they don't drown anymore. Because I'm pretty sure you could probably make them swim up a couple more blocks before they start drowning, and I guess maybe there's some air blocks here that are causing them to get stuck. I'm not sure. I'll come back and fix that later though, probably between episodes. So let's get started on our next project. Hey guys, I was just about to do a little experiment here because I was curious actually about how far passive mobs, or I guess maybe just sheep, can go up in water. And I wanted to share it with you guys when I was going to test it because I get the feeling this isn't something most people know about, since, I mean, how often do you send sheep up in a water elevator and then check if they've like suffocated towards the top? So since this isn't something that I'm guessing most people know, I wanted to share it. So each one of these is a source block. It's not one water block up there coming down. Each one of these is one bucket of water going up because that makes them swim faster. And it makes any player swim faster as well, so even if you wanted to go up there, it would help you. So let's check how many blocks these guys can go up. So we've got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Wow. I did not think it was going to make it 20 blocks. That's a lot further than I thought. I thought it would only make it maybe a little over 10 before it would start drowning. That's a lot better than I thought. So that means since they get stuck in air blocks, we can actually make these just straight like source blocks of water, 20 blocks tall, in any sort of elevator system we wanted to use for these guys. And it would work for them. Whoops. That's really cool actually. So that opens up a lot of opportunities for sending like passive mobs like cows, pigs, sheep up elevators like this without having them suffocate by the time you wanted to get them to a decent height. Very cool. So again, that was 20 blocks tall that they can go before they start drowning. Okay, so I was just about to get started on our mine here. I want it to be like an actual mine shaft that you would see in real life. So it's going to need to be pretty big. And I think I'm going to put it over in this corner here since this is a nice open area. And it's not too in the way of anything else. So, like, I'm not concerned with it blocking off one of our tunnels that might be coming out of here, since this isn't really going to go anywhere else. Since it's just going to be going straight down to the bottom of the world. It won't really have any connections to anything else here. And for now, I'm just going to start with a 3x3 tunnel here, I think. And it's going to have to be pretty tall later on since we want to do minecarts and easy access up and down from here. And like I said at the beginning of the episode, I want this to be something that would have minecarts running up and down and looking a lot like a real mining camp would. And it's kind of weird that in a game like Minecraft that's all about mining, that you never really see people using minecarts or like the furnace minecarts. Minecarts are only really used as trains in this game, so it's kind of weird that that's how that's turned out for a game that's all about mining, and where things like minecarts that were originally supposed to be in here for helping you go down, up and down to your mines, are now just basically trains. So I want to get those working in this system as well, in our mine system, so it's a little more like a real mine would be. And I want to have like the furnace minecarts and the hopper minecarts, all of those things running up and down, making a full system going in our mine shaft here. And I'm not sure what else we'll do yet to make it. We'll probably have a couple like mining camps along the way, and maybe an automated system where the storage minecarts will come up and drop their stuff off in a chest or a chest system up top here, and it would sort it out on its own. But if you guys have any ideas for really cool stuff that you think would be in a mine shaft, or maybe should be in a mine, even if it's not something that would be in a real mine, maybe just like a cool redstone mechanic, let me know for sure. Because I want this to be kind of a larger scale project in the end. It's going to be a project that's going to take some time, since it is something, a very large scale thing where a mine can basically never end, right? You can go in all directions. So I want it to be as cool as possible later on, since we have so much time to build into it. This is already pretty far. I think we want to go down to at least diamond level though, which is going to take a while since we're in a mountain here. So yeah, if you guys have any ideas, just leave a comment, let me know. I'll definitely get it worked into our mines here, or anything else in the base. Alright guys, check it out. I just finished up with our mine here, and I came back up, and I made it a little taller the whole way down, and shoo. It's really cool looking. I always love stuff like this in Minecraft, like huge tunnels going down or huge tunnels going across an area, because it just shows how much work went into it. And it's really cool to be able to see so far away. It almost gives like a fear of heights feeling, like vertigo, when you look down at it, just because you see how far down it goes. Even though it's just a game, I'm sure some people with fear of heights would still get a feeling out of that. So yeah, and I brought a couple rails with us, although I probably won't do too much with that. I brought all of my iron and gold with me as well. I didn't have enough to do the powered rails that would actually help the carts go up and down just yet. And I'll probably wait until I make this look nicer. Instead of just stone here, I can make it into planks or stone bricks or something before I put the rails on here. But I did want to show down here, and I made it tall enough so that we can do mine carts, we could do stairs, although probably with stairs I'd have to bring it up one more. And tall enough that we can run down it as well though, which is really nice. Don't have to worry about hitting our head and slowing down. And this came through a cave here. I haven't explored this yet. I'll probably do that later. But again, I think this is awesome so far. Nice and wide and tall. And it gives that really cool effect when you look up and down at just how far it really goes. Since we were up on a mountain, it was already really high. And this is down at the level that I wanted to bring it to, which is like layer 11, which is about the best layer you can get for doing diamond mining. And it hit another cave here, which actually is really cool too. Like this area here is, I don't know what happened, if it was all gravel before and it fell through, but it looks really cool, almost like there was a natural cave going down there and now it's all flooded with lava. Pretty awesome. So when this is going, and when it starts developing it, it'll probably be like strip mines, like a straight mine shaft here, and then it will branch out to the left and right. We'll have mine carts going everywhere. So far, pretty cool. I haven't checked out any of this area yet. Hopefully it has some redstone, because I pretty much have none in our base right now. Ooh, emerald's awesome. So, luckily this goes down also into an extreme hills biome, because now we can get emeralds. And I have a couple of those from villager trading. Oh yeah, so we already have our fortune pick here, so hopefully our pick doesn't explode. Nice. Oh, I guess I need to drop some stuff. Let's get rid of some cobblestone. I've already thrown a ton of cobblestone away after digging that mine shaft. Oh, wow, I'd only give one emerald with a fortune 3 pick. I wonder if that's always the thing with emeralds. Whoop. But yeah, we should end up getting a pretty good amount of emeralds as well, since our mine shaft's going to be going into an extreme hills biome. Whoop. I did already have a couple creepers almost go off around here, since they were coming up into this stairwell. See, yeah, the emerald should help us out with the villager trading, since we already saw we had a couple good trades, like a sharpness 5 book that needed 24 emeralds apiece. This is actually a pretty good cave. Whoa. It almost looked like that bat spawned out of the rock there as I broke it. This is a pretty good cave though, because it's already at diamond level. So actually, if I just explored around this area enough, I would probably find plenty of diamonds and emeralds. Whoa, and lots of creepers, apparently. Gonna have to watch out for those guys. Ooh. Since we are in hard difficulty and I'm wearing only iron pants here, creepers can probably still kill me in one shot if they're right next to me. Ooh. Alright, awesome. But so we've already got a good amount of progress going on our mine shaft here, and I'll probably go through here later on as well. I want to get some other projects started here while we still have a little bit of time. I'm probably going to start up our automatic wheat farm. Okay guys, so I got our wheat farm started here. Is that a horse on a tree? What the heck? I guess it's better not to ask questions about stuff like that in Minecraft. Anyways, I got our automatic wheat farm started here. It's just kind of the basics that are set up for now. And again, if you haven't watched the video that I posted on the tutorial for this. Definitely check it out. I'll put a link in the description below this video. Or you could just wait until I finish it up in this if you want, since it might be a little more in depth. Either way, definitely check it out. It's really cool. What it's eventually going to do is use these dispensers to automatically harvest all of this wheat and seeds with water. And then a villager, we're going to keep a farmer villager in here. He'll come out and automatically replant the seeds for us. And we use a bunch of complex mechanics to get this all set up. It's going to take a little while to set up. So I just set up the basics for now in this episode since we don't have much time left. I just wanted to get a little of this started. And it looks pretty good in the world. I think this is a good spot for it as well. And eventually we'll just have a button out here that you press, and that will do all of it for us. The hardest thing that's going to be for gathering is the farmer villager, actually. Since we don't have a farmer villager yet in our villager farm right there, I don't know how long it's going to be until they breed one up. So that might be the thing that we're waiting on the longest for this farm. But I just wanted to get it started up so we'd have an idea of what it looks like, where it's at, and so we can get another project started here. So hopefully we'll be able to get this finished up in the next couple of episodes once we get our farmer villager. Since the farmer villager is the only one that can replant seeds, which is a really cool mechanic, by the way. But for now, I think I'm just going to wrap this episode up here, guys. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Have a great day. See you later.